Alright, what's up YouTube? Great news. I got my CDL now. Took my test Friday and I passed it. That's right, I passed. Alright, so I didn't do a video on week 2. I'm gonna kind of combine the training for week 2 and week 3 together because they're pretty much the same. And I was dog tired after week 2 just because it's been so hot in Atlanta, and standing out in the sun all day kind of drain you. So I was going to bed early every night, and you got to get up crazy early. So yeah, that's what we're going to be going over. Get your CDL week 2 and 3 for Roehl at Conley, Georgia. Yeah, I'm back in South Georgia now. I got finished with training last week. I got to go Wednesday to the DMV down here. Which actually I'm going to the one in Atlanta because they'll print out your card for you on the spot, and I don't have to wait for the sheet of paper or for the new printout to come in the mail. So yeah, week 2 was pretty much a bunch of practicing on the pre-trip and the in-cab. A lot more straight line backing, offset backing, and the alley dock. Oh my God. Learn your alley dock. Learn it. Take your time. Try it from a million different directions, because at the testing facility, it's a tad bit different. We'll talk about that later. Ooh, I just had some baked spaghetti. Had a tad bit left over from last night, and it was delicious. If y'all ain't never had baked spaghetti, you need to get you some. We did a lot more driving around, found some industrial parks, accidentally almost went into a residential area where we had to make a crazy right-hand turn that seemed impossible, but I made it through it without the tires going off the road at all. And then our instructor said we would never be going back there again, which was kind of funny at the time. I guess you'd had to have been there. But yeah, lots more driving, lots more practicing. The straight line back and the offset back are basically technical. It's technical. You do a certain set of things and the truck moves in a straight line, or it cocks back a little sideways and you're getting your little offset, and then it turns into a straight line. The alley dock, you have to get a feel for moving the trailer, whether it's you're turning it left when you're coming back, which makes it come in a little bit slower, or you're turning right, makes it come in a lot faster. But even that doesn't remain true the further back you get with the trailer. Once you get in the program, you'll see what I'm talking about. People that are watching this that have already been in the program, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's pretty much all we did all week 2 was practice. Every morning, someone from your group will do the entire pre-trip on the entire truck. Then they'll do the in-cab inspection, which is good because everybody hears your mistakes and you learn from their mistakes, and then you learn from your mistakes and they learn from your mistakes. And you get better and better and better and better and better. By the end of week 2, all 3 of us, me and the other 2 guys in our group, all 3 of us were ready to take our CDL test. Wouldn't have got perfect scores, but we would have definitely passed. Actually, one of the guys in the group before us got a perfect score, and then 2 of the people, one was a guy, one was a girl in the group before them, got perfect scores. I almost got a perfect score. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Alright, I was having a little technical difficulties with my camera. It won't stay in its place, so I'm just going to hold it for the rest of this video. Yep. So, week 3, Monday and Tuesday, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be different for every instructor. There are, let's see, there's Ed, Albert, Obi, Paul, Roger, Bob, that's 6. Then there's Ben, 7. And then freaking Man, I can't think of the guy's name that did the class this weekend. There's 8 instructors. It'll pop in. Doug. It was Doug. My bad, Doug. All 8 of them are good. Everybody has their own personality, but they all care and they all want you to pass. Yeah, so there's 8 instructors. I don't know where I was going with that. And David, we can't forget about David in the icebox. You'll find out about the icebox if you go. Week 3. That's what I was gonna say. Ha! All the instructors do their classes a little bit different, but they all meet a common goal. So Monday and Tuesday on week 3, the other 2 guys in my class had to do their final pre-trip and final in-cab inspection by themselves in the morning. Then Wednesday we started getting graded on it by our instructors. That way, you know, you get in a test mode setting and kind of get a feel for what it's going to be like on test day. We tested out Friday, so Thursday, same thing. And they started grading us on our backing maneuvers. And I think it was Monday or Tuesday we were riding around with Bob, and Bob was grading us on our trip around the city, which also helped us out and let us know what we needed to work on. And then Thursday, on the last week, you get out of class early so you can go to bed, because we had to get up at 2 a.m. to leave by 2:30 to be at the terminal by 3 to do a pre-trip on the truck, an actual pre-trip, because we were about to drive to Tennessee. We left for Tennessee at 3:30, got to Tennessee, did a little practice maneuvers, and then first guy went at 8, second guy went at 10, then I went around 1 o'clock. All of us passed though. Yeah, it's a good day. First guy that went, he got section A, which is the approach of the truck on the pre-trip and the engine compartment. Second guy that went, he got the entire truck for the pre-trip. I got section A. So we were told it's a random selection, so there's no telling what you want to get. The instructor actually told me that they've had people, like 3 people in a row, get the entire truck. So you'll be prepared, don't worry about it. It seems like a lot of information at first to absorb, but by the end of week 3, they hammer it into you so much that it's like nothing. I could recite it in my head right now. And I think I wake up in the middle of the night saying properly mounted, not damaged. Properly mounted, not damaged, not leaking. I did my pre-trip section A perfectly. Did my in-cab perfectly. Did my straight line perfectly. Did my offset perfectly. And that frickin' alley dock, it got me. It got me. So I'm backing up, doing my alley dock. Trailer's coming around perfectly. Then bam, I realize I'm too tight. Pull up a little bit. Back into the dock, or the alley dock. I'm on my way to a perfect score. I feel it coming. Perfect score. It's on its way. So I get a little crooked in there. So I decide I'm gonna pull up again to straighten out. Pull up, start coming back again. Truck's a hair crooked again. And I didn't realize my bumper was in the box. So your boy went out of bounds. 2 points, bam. So I had to fix it. I got out, looked, saw I was out of bounds. Like, grr. Pulled up one more time, bam, another point. 3 points for not getting out and looking. So you get 2 free get outs. Get out and look. Don't be me. Don't be me. I'd have had a perfect score. Yeah. So after that, I got out for the second time, realized I was in the right place. Went up to the truck, honked the horn. Then we went on our little road trip, and everything went fine from there. And filled out a bunch of paperwork, and I got my CDL now. So yay! I meant to write down a bunch of stuff to tell everybody about this class, but I was ready to get back to the house and sleep in. I think I slept 11 hours last night, and it was glorious. Stopped at my buddy's brewery on the way out of town to grab a few beers. Hadn't drank all week. Felt good, but I wanted to celebrate a little bit. Shout out to Eventide Brewing in Grant Park. If you've never been there, go there. They've got great beer. Yeah, so I did that. Went and picked up my son. Hadn't seen him in 3 weeks, so we've been hanging out all weekend. He is in there. He's in there playing Roblox right now, I think, with some of his buddies while I do this video. So we're about to go in. We got some virtual learning we've got to do before tomorrow when I take him back. This is the big week, Wednesday. So after you pass, it takes 48 hours for the paperwork to process in the federal system, so you can go to the DMV and pick up your new CDL license. So I'm going to do that Wednesday, and then I got to send it to Roehl corporate, and then I'm waiting on my trainer's truck. So that'll be interesting, and I'm going to do more videos about that, like my progress through this entire thing. I think I'm in stage 2 now, which is with the trainer's truck, and then stage 3 is by yourself while you're completing the 120,000 miles. So quick notes for anybody going to Conley. The hotel's really nice. They come in there and they clean your room every other day, which is nice. They make your bed and all, and replace all your towels and everything. The terminal has free laundry facilities, so when you're there on your Saturday classes, after class, because it's a half day, might as well go use the laundry thing, because you need to wash your clothes. Well, they got a driver's lounge too, so you can kind of hang out while you're doing your laundry, or you can go out to the yard and practice your pre-trip. Some of the people did that. But those that are thinking about getting in the program are kind of anxious about it and everything. Don't be, because they train you and they train you and they train you and they train you. And at first, it does look like a lot of information that you have to absorb, and it is a lot of information. But you do it so many times, so many repetitions, that it becomes. By the time we were ready to go take our test, there was a little bit of anxiety, but I don't really think anybody was that worried about it, to be honest with you, because we all knew it. The worst part was the alley dock. Freaking alley dock, man. Freaking alley dock. At least now I can pull up as many times as I want. I like that. Yep. If you're thinking about joining the program in Conley, it's worth it. It goes by really fast, really fast, and I have nothing but positive things to say about it. Like, if any of the instructors see you struggling, regardless of if you're in their class or not, they will step aside and help you. It's got to be, you got to show that you're trying to, though, which we didn't have anybody that was like that, though. Everybody wanted to learn. It was a really great experience. I'm gonna miss them guys. There were some characters in a couple of the classes. Yeah. Remember to like this video, comment if you got any questions, subscribe, because I'm going to be making more. I'll probably make another week 2 and week 3 video, and like a week 1 recap later on in the week after I get my CDL, just because there were things I wanted to talk about, but my mind, I'm drawing a blank right now. I don't get it. If you tan easily, or you get burned easily, bring sunscreen or long sleeves or something to cover up from the weather, because if you look at my week 1 video versus me right now, I'm tan. I'm telling you, it looks like I've been in Cuba for the past week. And rain gear, bring rain gear, because the first week it rained, and I had to do my entire pre-trip one morning in the rain. I got wet. I was soaking wet, and I remained wet the rest of the day. And then for 2 weeks, it was dry and hot. It is very hot in Georgia right now. In case y'all are wondering, hot. Very, very hot. Went to edit my video and realized that my batteries were dead in my mouse. So I'm going to get some batteries to the dollar store. So I ain't going to Bi-Lo. Bi-Lo's too expensive. Somebody from Bi-Lo's watching this. Y'all need to lower y'all's prices. See, and I'm already remembering things that I forgot to mention. So on your third week, Thursday, what did we do? What was the very first thing we did? We didn't even go out to the range Thursday. Or did we? Yes, we did. We all went out Thursday morning, practiced all 3 backing maneuvers twice. We all got them perfect. And then all 3 of us, Thursday is pretty much a day where you work on stuff you need help with. And we all wanted to do our in-cab inspection one more time. Got to get your brake test right, your air system test right. You'll learn more about that. You got your, let me come to a complete stop. Ooh. You got your static leak down test, and you got your applied brakes test, and you got your low air warning devices test, the light and the buzzer. Then you got your emergency spring brake valve test. You got to crank the truck back up, and you got to do a parking brake test on your tractor and your trailer, and then you've got to do a service brake test. By the end of the 3 weeks, you'll all know how to do it. It's just getting the words to come out of your mouth. They've got to flow like a smooth pot of gravy getting poured on some mashed potatoes. That's how they got to come out of your mouth. Don't worry about it. You'll get it though. We all got it perfectly. And then once you get done with that, you got a bunch of Zoom calls, Zoom meetings. With the fleet managers and your operation managers and all that good stuff. And you'll see the other classes in like, I'm going to miss some of them, but it's like Gary and Appleton. And, God, there were 3 more on there. I don't remember where they were though. But yeah, you do Zoom meetings, do some paperwork. Friday, you do more paperwork. Friday after your test, you do more paperwork. And they give you your EFS card and a Loves card, and then set you up for more meetings to do on your 4th week. So, yeah. Well, evidently there was a run on batteries or something. Like I had to get something off-brand called Homeline. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what Family Dollar's working with. Homeline batteries. What is this? What is this? Out of all the batteries, that was the last AAA battery thing left. Oh, I remember on my week 1 video, I told y'all that there's a good chance you would have a roommate at your hotel. Come to find out, there's a good chance you won't have a roommate at your hotel. There were, I don't know if it depends on Roehl or if it's the hotel or who it is. But out of 1, 2, 3, 4 times 3, I'd say about 16 people. There were only 8 of us that were grouped into roommates. So there's a 50-50 chance you might not have a roommate. Oh, while you're thinking about doing this, go ahead and think about a place of where you're gonna park a semi-truck and a trailer close to your home. And if you live, I think it's within 50 miles of a terminal, they're gonna ask you to park it there, or they might not. That was mentioned though. But I have been tasked with finding a place to park my truck whenever I'm done with training, because I can't park it in the neighborhood because all the electrical lines and everything come down ways, and I would mess this place up if I drove in here with a truck. I would hit trees, power lines, a bunch of stuff, which I'm planning on moving pretty soon anyway. But in the meantime, I still have to have somewhere to park. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. If you comment, ask questions, whatever, I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I am going to get a haircut, not shave my beard. Oh Lord, what am I talking about? Oh God, I'm not cutting off my beard. I'm trimming my beard because I look like a hobgoblin right now. Yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in a few days.